And there's some big changes for newcomers to the province. 13 people from the Philippines arrived in St. John's last night. They'll be working at a fish plant near Clarenville, and today they started preparing for their new lives in Newfoundland and Labrador. As Here and Now's Daryl Roberts explains, the demand for immigrant workers here is growing.
I feel nervous, but I'm happy because this is the opportunity for me to come here in Canada.
Emil Vincent Navarra is far away from his 3 kids in the Philippines, but they're the reason he came to Newfoundland to work in a crab processing plant.
To have a good opportunity for them, that's why I choose to live here in Canada.
More than a dozen Filipino newcomers arrived in St. John's late last night. They began their journey in Taiwan. In the coming days, they'll head to their new home of Hickman's Harbor.
It's a two-day journey, so a bit tired and a bit exhausted, but I think I'm good. I'm happy because finally it's my dream to be in Canada.
John Reynold at Scasinas will be working in the fish plant too. He says he hopes to one day return to his career as a nurse.
If they will have me, I mean, if I will undergo some seminars, trainings, or something like that, I would love to.
Others are sending money back home.
She is a nursing student right now in one of the university in Manila. So I need to work. Then I give more financial to my daughter.
These folks have a big week ahead. They'll be getting set up with bank accounts, phones, before heading off to Hickman's Harbor. But right now, they're enjoying some lunch.
They have to have Canadian bank accounts, Canadian money, Canadian cell phones, all of these things that were in that process. And of course, they're going through a transition because we have a 12-hour time zone difference. So all of these things, there's a bit of acclimatization.
The crab fishery is currently on pause. Harvesters have rejected a price they say is too low. But Wanda Cuff-Young says she isn't worried.
If there is any kind of a problem or if there is any kind of a hiccup in the fishery that this can't proceed, the federal government and the provincial governments have phenomenal programs. We have great relationships with them. We'll come up with a plan to take care of them.
Rob Greenwood studies demographics in Newfoundland and Labrador. Last year, the province did experience a population increase, the result of immigration, but Greenwood says it was mostly confined to St. John's. For more rural areas to grow, he says, things need to change.
For those people, they have apartments, they're cooking for themselves when they're not working, and so they need to be able to get the supplies they want. And so I think employers need to be talking to local grocery stores, service providers. Municipalities can play a really important role in this. And I know municipalities, Newfoundland and Labrador, has done a lot of work on welcoming communities.
These newcomers say they're excited, but they are nervous about one thing.
Maybe the weather, because here in Canada is very cold.
Daryl Roberts, CBC News, St. John's.